24 Jahre ist er im Januar geworden. Er ist seit dem letzten Jahr ein Spieler aus den Top 16, ist die aktuelle Nummer 15 der Welt. Und er hat gestern noch gesagt, bin ganz schön nervös zurzeit vor den Partien, läuft nicht so gut, will sich so ein bisschen Selbstvertrauen holen hier an diesem Wochenende in Hildesheim. Mal sehen, ob ihm das gelingt. Big Ben Benito van der Paas.
Well, here we go then, an old Dutch encounter between Benito van der Paas and Jan Dekker, two men who've met many times in the last few years. Van der Paas has the best record in their PDC meetings, but Dekker used to get the better of Benito in the BDO days. Van der Paas now one of the big dogs in PDC darts, number 4 seed here, and will be favourite, but Jan Dekker was in very impressive form yesterday, Rob Malarkey.
Yes, he certainly was. Really did catch the eye with that 6-1 win against Michael Smith, not only because of the scoreline itself, but there were some very healthy stats to back it up as well. An average of just over 99 and 6 out of 9 on his doubles as well. And Smith never really got into contention in that one. A 1-2-8 checkout as well to finish the job as well. 2 triple 18s and a double 10. He led 5-0 at one stage, and as I say, Smith just could not respond. That said, it's curious. Chris Quantop backstage still. He's just keeping an eye on this. He's here for the weekend. The man who Dekker beat in the first round. Quantop led 5-4 in that one. So Dekker had to dig deep, but having survived that scare, he certainly made the most of it yesterday by seeing off Michael Smith. As you say, they've met many times before. Dekker had the better of things early on, but certainly of late it's been all about Benito van der Paas. I think he's won their last 2 meetings by 6-2. So
first leg, Benito to throw first. Game on!
Correct score backers may want to think about that. Certainly 6-2 when they met in the Players' Championship last year. It was 6-2 when they met in the German Masters in Munich 2 years ago on the European Tour.
86.
Yeah, perhaps their highest profile meeting, though, came at Lakeside in 2015 when Dekker beat Benito van der Paas in the first round and then went on to reach a semi-final, losing out to our defending champion, Alan Norris.
39.
And he then lost to Stephen Bunting in the final of that tournament, and they're all still going today, aren't they?
They're all here, yeah.
95.
Well, it's there's definitely an orange tinge to this top half of the draw, isn't there? Van Gerwen through, beating Reyes in the first match of the day. Klaassen has just won as well against Dave Chisnell. Guaranteed Dutchman to win this one.
So we know there'll be at least one Dutchman in the quarterfinals. Potentially an all-Dutch quarter, then possibly an all-Dutch semi.
59.
Possibly a Dutch winner as well. Although there might be a green tinge to that orange, if you know what I mean.
Well, this is the last of the sort of top half of the draw, and there are no Dutchmen in the bottom half, so there won't be an all-Dutch final. We certainly know that much.
Yep. But, well, Benito was talked of earlier on today, touted by Dan Dawson as a potential first-time winner on the European Tour this weekend. He's gone close before. He made the final in Riesa in 2015 when he was beaten by Michael Smith.
Well, that's his hopes gone, hasn't it, if Dan Dawson's tipped him. Krista Reyes out. He's also said that Ian White's got a chance of being a first-time winner, but he's got Michael van Gerwen next.
But, again, impressive stats from Ian White today. Average of 104 in beating Darren Johnson. Very impressive on the doubles as well. Very hard to live with Ian White earlier today. Dekker here looks as though he'll be losing this first leg. Van der Paas in a very, very comfortable position.
58. Benito, you require 32.
Likes double 16, does Benito as well.
Game shown the first leg.
I'll say no more.
Benito.
Now, the last match was a curious affair, Rob. I don't know if you caught it in the back room, but
I did indeed.
We haven't had official confirmation, but I do believe it's Dave Chisnell's worst ever performance in front of any kind of TV camera. Average below 80 Chisnell in defeat to Jelle Klaassen, who wasn't much higher himself.
Yeah, and the doubles from both players left a lot to be desired at times.
46.
Really difficult to know what to put that down to as well, until we actually speak to the players.
Yeah, bad day at the office, I guess.
$58.
We said before that Van der Paas will be the favourite for this one. He's 45 places
134.
above Jan Dekker in the world rankings.
$59.
Remember Van der Pas, a player who won
84.
3 Tour titles last year. He made 2 further final appearances in the Players' Championship as well. His maiden title was in
134.
2016 in April of last year when he beat Michael van Gerwen 6-5 in the final of the 4th Players' Championship in Barnsley. He's had a lot of success. We made the point yesterday, there's 20 Players' Championship events throughout the course of last year. He made the final in 5 of them. Made a first ever appearance in a World Grand Prix quarter-final as well. So just a really successful time of it last year, but can he take the next step or another step and win a PDC Tour title in Europe?
Let's see what Jan Dekker can do this 1-2-4, because his finishing so far this weekend has been very, very impressive. He's had a 1-2-8 check out. He had that against Michael Smith. He's not going to take out the 1-2-4. But that's really what's been a strong point of his game. Both matches he played before Jan Dekker, his finishing percentage was above 60%.
Game show on the second leg. Benito Van der Pas. Third leg, Benito.
It looks like he's going to need something similar if he's going to produce a shock here.
Yeah, it's so far so good for Benito. He hasn't really been troubled here. The first leg was very comfortable as well.
100.
So he has the break. $140.
Well, there we go.
180
from Van der Pas.
First of the match for him.
99.
Looking very likely to move into a 3-0 lead. Hasn't been that comfortable for anyone, apart from Ian White, really, in this afternoon session. White produced the performance of the day so far, 104 average in defeating Darren Johnson.
54.
Van Gerwen was made to work by Cristo Reyes earlier on, and we saw the scrap between Klaassen and Chisnell. Now Van der Pas, well, that's in treble 4.
46.
Probably won't matter because Jan Dekker's not on a finish.
Yeah, very similar to the first leg and how that one panned out. Dekker was on 300, I think, when Van der Pas was on 32. So once again, Dekker not really troubling Van der Pas on his throw so far. That's just nudged the wire. So
can't miss, surely.
Game show on the third leg.
Just in sliding that final dart under the tray. The first 2.
When you place darts like that, it almost makes the double bigger, doesn't it? Because it's kind of forms a barrier.
56.
Yeah, Dekker, you can see there, just giving himself a ticking off. Now 56 could be really punished here. And it's punished in absolutely devastating fashion. A 180 from Van der Pas on the Dekker throw, and Dekker struggling for breath here.
Yeah, second 180 of the match for Benito, 4th of the event for Big Ben, and is Big Ben at it again?
4 perfect darts.
100.
A few ironic groans around the Haller 39.
42.
Oh my word, this leg is going from bad to worse for Dekker at the moment as well.
Well, this is similar to his first round performance. He won, but he didn't produce the kind of darts we saw yesterday, did he, against Chris Quantock, until the very last leg, as you mentioned, Rob. But
yeah.
He kind of seems to have sort of regressed to the mean, I guess.
So it will be
59.
6 darts
You require 121.
at least from here for Van der Pas. Yeah, 52 remaining. I think Dekker should just write this one off, to be honest.
43.
Another visit without a treble.
Benito, you require 52.
20 for double 16, you would have thought. For Benito for a 4-0 lead. Double eights.
36.
Again, Jan Dekker not on a finish. So this is on his throw as well. So it's just been an absolute stroll in the park so far for Benito van der Pas.
100.
Well, he's down to a finish now, but it's a
Benito,
very big
you
one. But
require 16.
Van der Pas should take this out. Double 4. The agony goes on. Double 2.
Game shown, a full flag.
And he might well be
Benito
just
van der
breathing
Pas.
a mini sigh of
Benito to
relief.
throw first. Game on.
But we are still on course for our first whitewash of the day here.
Well, he said 6-2 was a favoured score between these two players, and look at that from Jan Dekker. Average sub 70 at the moment.
90.
Not at the races at all.
I wonder what Michael Smith's thinking right now. Certainly a case of what might have been. Difficult to know where it's gone so wrong for Dekker.
Well, that will inflate it.
But even so, that is nowhere near the standard required. It's nowhere near the standard of day one either, really.
Hasn't missed a double yet though, Rob.
100.
Maybe Dekker just running out of steam after what was an arduous first round match and then an emphatic performance yesterday. Just hitting the buffers here.
This is a better leg. If he can find a treble, he'll be down to a finish.
56.
But he can't. And Van der Pas has the chance to get back on track here on his throw.
60.
Still, if Dekker can break here, it does make that 6-2 scoreline you mentioned at the beginning quite a lucrative proposition again, because Van der Pas is on a massive finish here.
Can he take it out, though? Well, that's a good first start. Treble 17 for the bull. Benito van der Pas.
Benito van der Pas.
He's not conceding anything today.
Game on.
A 1-6-1 checkout and another dagger in the heart of Jan Dekker.
Yeah, it's highest checkout of the tournament from Benito van der Pas. Wright had a 106 yesterday, as did Ploy. Van der Pas finds one better. The first big bullseye checkout we've seen this weekend. I'm sure we'll see more of that as the tournament progresses. We'll play right down to a winner tonight, and Benito van der Pas is staking his claim here.
Well, Dekker must have been thinking that was his opportunity to get a leg on the board at least, but
100.
Well, he looks absolutely crushed here now.
Hasn't had a go at a double yet, still.
30.
5 legs in, he was hoping he would be giving himself a chance. He's barely had a go at any kind of checkout.
Well, he had that 1-2-4, didn't he, early on, but he missed with his first dart anyway, so apart from that, he's not even gone close.
136.
Benito's playing well, but it's not the kind of performance you'd expect to be racing into a 5-0 lead in a last 16 encounter on the European Tour stage.
No.
60.
Average of just under 92 at the moment. Sorry, just over 93 now. It's just crept up in the last moments or two.
But done everything that's been asked of him, as you say. Dekker with his best chance for a leg, and Van der Pas plonks in a 1-6-1 finish.
Yeah, once again, the trebles deserting Dekker here.
Benito, you require 98.
He squared that off to 200, but Van der Pas is on 98 here. Well, on hold for now.
66.
And again, Dekker facing the prospect of losing 6-0 without having a single dart at double. He'll have to rely on Benito van der Pas missing 3 darts
Benito, you require
if he's going to get a go.
Well, I said it earlier. loves double 16. Not too shabby on double 8 either.
Game shot. And a match.
And
Benito van der
not
Pas.
hanging around today, Benito van der Pas. First whitewash of the final day of the Happy Bet German Darts Championship. And Benito van der Pas ends the campaign of Jan Dekker, coming out on top once again in this all-Dutch encounter. It will be another all-Dutch encounter later on tonight in the quarterfinals as well. Jelle Klaassen lies in wait for him. And the number 4 seed remains in contention for his first title on the PDC European Tour. Has made the final before, looking to build on a successful 2016 on the Pro Tour encounters. And Benito van der Pas, well, he'll know there'll be room for improvement still, but hey, he's won 6-0 and he is through. On the stage next, by the way, Peter Wright, the UK Open champion, up against Stephen Bunting. Let's hear from Benito now.
Important match for you to get self-confidence, right?
Yeah, of course, for me it was a good win. Jan did not play well, and I was happy that I did not miss a lot of doubles like yesterday.
And the 161 was not bad too?
Oh, that was good. Yesterday I had also a bull finish, and I feel good, but still I can play better, and I hope to show that tonight.
Jelle Klaassen is the next one. You beat him last time.
Yes, last week. It was a great game, only the last leg was not good, but I was the happy one who won that leg. And hopefully it will be the same game as last week, because then the audience, that was a great game.
Yeah, okay, looking forward to that. Thank you very much. Benito van der Pas. Der sagt, wichtig für ihn, so ein Match zu haben, da er gerade so ein bisschen Probleme hat, unheimlich viel trainiert, erzählte er noch gestern und so versucht, ein bisschen Selbstvertrauen wieder einzuholen. Auch er unterschreibt hier auf dem Board beim Happy Bet Gewinnspiel. Das war Match